What's this? I hear you cry. Cody is making her triumphant return to YouTube via a phone recorded video in a car with wet hair. Yes, I friggin' am, so deal with it, friends. So I'm going to the breast clinic today. Woo! And I thought I would do a video about it because why the frick not? I'm not crying, I'm choking on a piece of Galaxy that I had for my breakfast because I am a grown-up lady and I can do what the frick I want. Yeah, so when we were on our honeymoon, I was having a little feel of the boobies, as you do. Firstly, because it's good health, and secondly, because boobs are amazing and I love a good squeeze. So, having a little feel, and I was like, oh, this feels like a lump. And this has happened before. And I'm quite ridiculous in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to my health. So I'm like, I'm definitely dead. I'm practically dead already because I've got a sore throat. So Stephen's usually like, let me think about this in a logical way. No, you're fine. This is gonna be really weird because I'm not looking into the camera, I'm looking at me. Whatevs. Yeah, so I was like, darling, new husband of mine, feel my boob. Which he obliged. Is this a lump? And he was like, oh, yeah, that actually is this time. And I was like, cool, so I'm not gonna make it home. Obviously I was less dramatic than that. Even I have my lines. So we were like, cool, we'll book an appointment. So this was only a few days into being in Vegas, so we still had quite a little while left, and every few days I was like, still there. I've cut out the bit where I'm actually feeling my boobs. You're welcome. So I booked a doctor's appointment for when we got back, and I went the other day, and it was the nicest doctor. I had the loveliest doctor, and she was like, right, let's have a feel then. And I was like, oh, cool, let's go. And for someone who has had her nether regions explored by doctors many a time, for medical reasons, I'm not just into doctors, it was whatever, you know. It was just some nice lady with chilly hands having a feel in my boobs. So she was like, oh, this lump. And I was like, no, the one I'm talking about is not there. So she was like, cool, you've got two. I was like, amazing, I'm gonna die twice. So I was like, oh, okay, what does this mean? So she had a little feel under my pits, and was just like, cool, I'm not overly worried, which I think is what they're supposed to say. But we'll refer you to the breast clinic and they'll get back to you super quick, which they friggin' did. I got an appointment really, really quickly, and it's today. I'm going entirely on my own because Stephen's working and everyone else has proper jobs. So I'm nervous, but I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna video it. So maybe not, I don't know how much they'll let me video inside, but I'll do a little before and after. Yeah, so they sent me quite a lot of information, which was really good, about the different procedures and what to expect. So there's like a mammogram, a fine needle aspiration, which I do not want, an ultrasound, which I think is what my doctor said they'll probably do for me. It's probably nothing, and I'm still going to post this because I think it's useful. Your boobs are important, so if you feel a little lump or bump, whether you're male, female and or other, just go to the doctors. I was worried that it would be a bit like, well, this is nothing, why are you such a dramatic mess? But they weren't. She was really nice. So I guess I should stop procrastinating and should drive. Ooh. And it's done. It was that quick, although you can't really tell how quick it was because obviously I didn't film the whole thing. Yeah, so I went in, the ladies on the desk were fine, they weren't overly friendly, but you know, they were fine, whatever, and they sat in a waiting room, which was really bizarre because there were so many women in there, and it was kind of just like, oh, we all know exactly why we're here. So that was a bit strange. And there were two really cute, like tiny babies, so that was a bright side. So I went into the room, had to confirm some of my details, go through some things like whether the lump had gotten bigger or smaller, whether it hurt, when my last period was. I'm currently doing natural cycles, so and she was like, are you due on? I was like, I'm actually ovulating tomorrow, and she was like, that was kind of weird. So yeah, so that was a really bizarre extra that I thought I'd give you there. Yeah, so then I had to go behind the curtain and take my clothes off and put on this really nice, actually, like purple gingham little gown. It was really cute. I thought it was a good look on me. It was kind of pointless having that on because the second the doctor walked into the room, I had to derobe. So, I mean, it was a nice touch. And they had a heater on in there, so it was toasty. So she had a little feel. I had to do a lot of like waving my arms in the air, like I just did not care. Even though obviously I did. So she had a little feel and was like, cool, yeah, cracking pair, love. She didn't say that. She did not say that. That would be unprofessional, but accurate. Yeah, so then I had to lay down and she had another feel and she was like, okay, yeah, I feel what you mean. And then she knocked us down and she was like, cool, so there's nothing untoward, it's just extra thick fatty tissue. So we've got some like bits where it's just like fat, basically, just extra bits of like noduly bits of fat. So it's fine, it's all good. The awkward thing when I got in there, I like derobed and was like, oh, it's under my nipple, which is pierced, so I'm gonna have to take that out. And so I was like fumbling. So that was what's that? Is it Bring It On, where she has to take her belly button bar out and it just like rolls across the floor? And it was that kind of awkward moment. But yeah, part of me is like, oh well, if it wasn't anything big, but I still think that you should go because now I know that it's all fine and I know what they're supposed to feel like, and yeah, so it's kind of a weird return to vlogging, wasn't it? A bit of an odd one, but I mean, these things are important, so you're welcome. If you've got any questions about my boobs, my experience at the breast clinic, let me know in the comments and I'll totes answer them. Bye!